The Epic Misadventures of Sir Reginald and His Trusty Steed. Once upon a time, in the bustling kingdom of Oddshire, there lived a knight named Sir Reginald. Sir Reginald was not your typical knight in shining armor. In fact, his armor was often more tarnished than shining. And he had a habit of getting into the most peculiar and amusing predicaments. His trusty steed, a horse named Nibbles, was equally unconventional. Known more for his mischievous nature than his nobility. One fine morning, Sir Reginald and Nibbles set out on a grand quest to find the fabled golden carrot, said to grant immense wisdom to whoever consumed it. The journey promised great peril and adventure. But what it delivered was a series of laughable mishaps. Their first stop was the enchanted forest, home to the mischievous woodland fairies. As Sir Reginald and Nibbles trotted through the forest, they encountered a fairy named Twinkle. She fluttered around them, her wings shimmering in the dappled sunlight. "Good day, Sir Knight," Twinkle greeted, a twinkle in her eye that matched her name. "What brings you to our forest?" "We are on a quest for the golden carrot," Sir Reginald announced proudly. Twinkle giggled. "Ah, the golden carrot. Many have sought it, but few have succeeded. Beware of the tricks and traps that lie ahead." Undeterred, Sir Reginald thanked Twinkle and continued on his way. But as they ventured deeper into the forest, strange things began to happen. Trees seemed to shift positions. Paths appeared and disappeared. And Nibbles found himself perpetually tempted by phantom carrots. At one point, Sir Reginald, in his ever-determined yet clumsy manner, tried to navigate a particularly tricky path. "Stay close, Nibbles. This forest is playing tricks on us." But Nibbles, being the curious steed he was, wandered off in pursuit of what he thought was a real carrot. It turned out to be a cleverly disguised trap set by the fairies. With a whoosh, Nibbles found himself caught in a net, hanging upside down from a tree. Sir Reginald, hearing the commotion, rushed to his steed's aid. "Hang on, Nibbles. I'll get you down." In his haste, Sir Reginald tripped over a root and landed face-first in a puddle of mud. As he scrambled to his feet, Twinkle appeared, laughing heartily. "Need some help?" she asked, waving her wand and releasing Nibbles from the net. Covered in mud but undeterred, Sir Reginald thanked Twinkle and they continued their journey, now with an additional layer of grime and a valuable lesson about fairy mischief. Their next challenge was to cross the River of Riddles, a magical river that could only be crossed by solving a series of perplexing riddles posed by the river guardian, a wise old turtle named Turban. As they approached the riverbank, Turban emerged from the water. "Halt, travelers. To cross this river, you must answer my riddles correctly." Sir Reginald nodded confidently. "We are ready. Ask your riddles, wise Turban." The turtle cleared his throat and began. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Sir Reginald scratched his head, deep in thought. Meanwhile, Nibbles nudged him, as if trying to remind him of something. "An echo," Sir Reginald exclaimed, remembering a tale from his childhood. Turban nodded approvingly. "Correct. Now for the second riddle. What has keys but can't open locks?" Again, Sir Reginald pondered the question while Nibbles made a peculiar sound, almost like he was playing an imaginary piano. "A piano," Sir Reginald answered. Turban smiled. "You are correct once more. Now for the final riddle. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?" This time, Sir Reginald quickly realized the answer. Footsteps. Turban, impressed, allowed them to cross the river. "You have done well. Safe travels, Sir Reginald and Nibbles." With the river behind them, they continued on their journey, eventually reaching the Caves of Confusion, where the golden carrot was said to be hidden. The caves were a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and misleading paths. As they navigated the maze, Sir Reginald and Nibbles encountered strange creatures and peculiar sights. At one point, they came across a family of bats having a tea party. The bats invited them to join, and though it was a most unusual gathering, Sir Reginald accepted, thinking it might lead to clues about the golden carrot. Over bat-brewed tea and crumbly biscuits, the bat family shared tales of adventurers who had come and gone, but none had found the golden carrot. They mentioned a legend about a riddle that revealed its location, but no one had ever solved it. After thanking the bats, Sir Reginald and Nibbles pressed on, eventually finding themselves in a cavern with glowing walls. In the center of the cavern was a pedestal, and atop it sat the golden carrot. As Sir Reginald approached, an ethereal voice echoed through the cavern. To claim the golden car. You must answer this final riddle. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I? Sir Reginald thought hard. The stakes were high, and he couldn't afford to make a mistake. After a moment of contemplation, he answered, fire. The cavern filled with a warm light, and the voice spoke again. You have answered correctly. The golden carrot is yours. With great reverence, Sir Reginald took the golden carrot. As he did, he felt a surge of wisdom and clarity. It was as if all the knowledge of the world had been bestowed upon him. Triumphant, Sir Reginald and Nibbles made their way back to Oddshire, where they were greeted as heroes. The townspeople marveled at the golden carrot and celebrated their return with a grand feast. From that day on, Sir Reginald was known not just for his misadventures, but for his wisdom and bravery. Nibbles, too, became a local legend, celebrated for his mischievous charm and loyalty. And so, the kingdom of Oddshire thrived, thanks in part to the epic misadventures of Sir Reginald and his trusty steed, Nibbles. Their tale was told for generations, a testament to the power of perseverance, cleverness, and a good dose of humor.